Fantastic. And,
Mm.
one of the things that I also do get questions about sometimes is like, hey, how am I supposed to open up an e-commerce business today? How am I supposed to, with this pandemic and all that? So, I would love to also get your ideas in this area. Like you started this a long time ago already.
Mm.
With that experience, I think that the situation back then or the landscape back then had a certain way of doing business. But if
Yep.
let's say, for example, I would ask you, hey, Pom, if let's say, for example, Tarat.com had never been built, and with the knowledge that you have today, start today, what would you do very differently, or what would be the whole movement to get this e-commerce business up and running and to where it is?
If you talk about Tala.com, I think the way that I'm running the business 20 years ago and as of today, totally different.
Hmm.
Because in that time, the business growing like organically, start small, growing like that. But as of today, no, we cannot do it like that. We have to coming up with a fresh idea, differentiation idea, the sexy business model, raising money, growing very fast. Try to, I don't know, if you have business model is good, that means you can make profit and you're growing with the along with the make profit. That is really good model. But if you cannot grow your profit, but you can growing your market size, you can growing your business, you can growing the member, the traffic, everything. That is another way to growing the business too. But you have to burning money. That's why investor is very important. Then if I'm starting the Tala.com today, I'm gonna do different way. I'm gonna make the business differently. No one else doing, and I'm gonna raising money and I'm gonna do the business thinking regionally and globally, not starting from locally. The same thing that I'm starting 20 years ago. And the team is very important. That means I'm gonna looking for very good talent guys to working with me. Because in that 20 years ago, I'm working alone. I have some friends, but they are not really talented in that time. But anyway, the team is very important. Speed is very important. Money is very important to running the business. But if you are missing something, like if you have not enough money, then you have to creating the way that you are very unique. You have to go into very vertical, really niche, and you can growing in the niche market too. That means when you're growing in the niche market, it's less competition, especially in the niche market that no one do before. First mover is still important for today, right? But with this strategy to run the business as of today, different because capital is really important, right? Why
Mm.
Lazada came and booming? Why Shopee came and booming? Because they're using money, and as of today, a lot of technology is helping too. Because the thing that you can do it today, maybe 30 years you cannot really pushing the advertising that direct to the right customer. But as of today,
Mm.
a lot of tools, a lot of data, a lot of people can helping you doing that. That means uh, running the business today is more challenge. It's gonna faster. It's gonna be burning more money, but in terms of the impact, it's gonna be wider comparing to the 20 years ago. Because 20 years ago, the internet user in Thailand or South Asia, that is too small. But as
Mm.
of today, when you do anything, you do it right, and in terms of to the way that you can reach the customer, maybe in the one day you can reach a million of customers within one day. That means the whole landscape is different. And in 20 years ago, you have to do everything by yourself. But as of today, no need. You can outsourcing. You can have a partner. You can have a lot of the business jigsaw can helping you to do business faster. Mhm. Mhm.
Mm. Okay, okay. Thanks
Yep.
so much for that, Pom.
Yep.
I really appreciate all the information, the sharing, the wisdom. Now, for all our guests, there's always this one thing that we always do at the end of every show, and that is called the Epic Questionnaire. It is a rapid fire 10 question list so that all our listeners and audience, of course, can also get to know you in the quickest time possible. Not that they haven't already watched, an hour of this that we're into, but let's get on with the epic questionnaire. Pom, are you ready?
Yep. Yep.
All right. So, first question, one word that you love.
Mm. Only one word, right?
One word.
Different.
One word that you dislike.
Uh, it's hard. I'm
It's
not
hard.
hard. Most of the thing that people think it's too hard, it's too hard. No,
Hmm.
that is very scary wording. Yeah.
If you could have a conversation with one person, fictional, non-fictional, or dead or alive, who would that be?
I want, have you ever seen the series of the USA American series? It's named 24. You heard about
Yes, Jack
24?
Bauer.
Jack Bauer. Yeah, I like one guy. He the president in that David Palmer, the
Hmm.
David Palmer, one of the president. I really like him. Yeah, he's the one
Yeah.
that changed my thinking way to my attitude from that
Would you want to talk to
series.
him as the actor, or would you want to talk to him as the character?
character. Character.
Ah, interesting. Okay. And what do you say to yourself in the mirror first thing in the morning?
Hmm. Um, what are you gonna do today? Too many things.
Okay, that works. Name
Okay.
one superpower that you would like to have.
Time control.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Favorite dish to eat?
Pork basil, กะเพราหมู
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
favorite. I
famous in
love that.
Thailand. Yes.
Oh, I could eat that every day. I really, hot rice is great.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Favorite travel spot or the next travel spot that you like to go to with your family?
Camping. Forest. In Bangkok. In Thailand, a lot of place. I just found
Oh,
myself that I like camping. Yeah. Mm.
really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
really interesting.
Peaceful. Really peaceful. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. But the challenge is that the as long as the kids haven't been raised as city folk, right? Like
Yes.
I remember when I went to Bangkok the last time around, we were there on holiday. And I think it was Hat Yai or was it Bangkok? Anyway, because my son is not so he felt it was very different, and so everybody was calling him a city boy.
Uh,
It's so
you should,
sad.
you should bring him out more often.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring him out more. Something in the arts that you've always wanted to do, but you have yet to do so.
Mm. Um, I want to be farmer.
You wanted to be a farmer.
Yes. When I'm
Uh,
50 years old, that is in a few years, I'm gonna be farmer. I'm already planned it.
Oh, okay. Everything
Mm.
organic gardens.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm having aphid problems with my vegetables actually. I grow them out on my balcony.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, what does retirement look like to you? That was actually the next question.
Yeah, the farmer. I'm gonna be, going to countryside and be the good citizen and help use my knowledge and wisdom to helping the local people. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Okay, so that they can also get into the businesses and
Yes.
make better financial decisions for themselves and be in a better
Yeah. Use
financial
technology
situation.
to help them help the business, help the local business growing. Yeah.
Oh, it's
With the
fantastic.
local people. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. That is really, really wonderful. Now, last question. It is, how do you want to be remembered? What is your legacy?
Um, I think that I think the thing that I'm doing, it might be the legacy because the business I'm starting, the thing that I'm doing in many years ago, I'm founded in many association. I'm founded many things. I'm do a lot of things for the Thailand internet business, internet society a lot, and I hope them they can. I don't want them to remember me, but I don't want. I want them to keep doing what the thing that I'm doing, association work, a lot of project, a lot of things that the technology that I'm creating to helping the country. Mhm.
All right.
Remember
Thank you
my
so
work, not
much.
remember my name. Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
I love that. Remember my
Mm.
work. Don't remember my name.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much again for joining us on this week's episode of the Epic Podcast. Again, do remember to like, comment, and subscribe on Epic Podcasting. We're available on YouTube, and audio versions are available on Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts, as well as anywhere else that you can get podcasts. And remember, if you are looking to get more information or, in fact, even get into Thailand, the Thai E-commerce Association, or anything else related to Thailand and e-commerce, feel free to please look up this man, Pawoot Pom Pongvitayapanu. All right, CEO and founder of Tara.com and 32 other businesses. All right. So, Pom, is there anything else that you'd like to share with our audience before we go off?
No, thank you to listening. And the one thing that I think you might find something, from this conversation, but the most important when you found that it's good to doing that, just do it and do it now. Don't leave it. Okay.
Yeah, all right. So, with that, all right, that ends this week's episode of the podcast. We'll see you again next week. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.